Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the harrowing world of Frostpunk 2 and the prosperous, dare I say prosperous, city of New London. Our political landscape has fallen right in line. My master plan has come together flawlessly. I'm saying this knowing that it's probably going to eat my words like soon enough, but we'll see. The Frostlanders, thanks to them, they've beaten the Pilgrims into submission. All the fervor is now gone. They're only at 11% of the city. Frostlanders are at 45%. Stalwarts at 15%. People say I'm a fascist in the comments. I think I'm pretty down the middle, right? For the political landscape. I'm leaning a little on the right, not gonna lie. But, I'm trying to pull it back. Okay, so we're pretty happy with how everything's going on in the city. Everything's booming. We have the generator. Every bit of oil we have left over is going into those injectors. That's boosting the productivity of all our districts. We have 5,000 people. We've got good economy right now. Everything's great out here. However, this is where the danger lies, over in the ruins of Winterhome. So this is exactly where we left off. No time is played, apart from when you load in, a day or two passes, and it's been a couple hours since the last recording for me in real time. So I was having a look over some certain things, technologies mostly, just so I'm not spending forever in those screens. But basically, I was also thinking about this. We're currently frostbreaking 2 areas, and we're doing rapid frostbreaking, which is being told to, we've been notified that people may die. So it's a bit of a last resort. Where my plans have maybe fallen short is that I thought I was being very clever, very big brain, going around the entire Frostland, leaving everything there, and then grabbing it all last minute. And that did work out, in terms of the Steam cores, that is. However, the game presented me with that dilemma, saying that, well, we've got the cores we need, which was 40, so we can pack up our bags and leave, right? Not quite, because a lot of those cores contained the cores that we found on the Frostland. That meant that was it. We'd never find any more. So I've decided to stay, despite the increasing toxicity levels, about to hit catastrophic in 21 weeks. And in order to get these cores as fast as possible, I couldn't wait around for slow frostbreaking. We've gone with the hardcore fast frostbreaking, although some people may die. So we're going to figure that out, find out if that happens, in anticipation of that happening, and also the idea that we might want to just throw these districts up as quick as possible. We're going to send some people to Winterhome right now to help with the effort. So I'm not sure how many we're going to need. I'm going to ballpark it to 900, right? Because you need 600 for one, but we're using some of these guys on frostbreaking, so we should have enough when they get done with that. So we'll relocate them here. It also takes time for them to get here. Just going to let time play now and see how it goes. I don't really have any grand plans in today's episode other than just letting this crack open. We're going to build the districts once we get the core, every core out of here. Then I'm going to build the generator hyperdrive regulator, assuming I'll be ending the chapter and we'll see what happens. Now, I don't know if I have to manually pull people out of here or if when we get those cores, the event told me that once we get all the cores, we'll leave. So that's good. And by the way, nobody's died. So that's pretty good. Okay. Well, maybe I spoke too soon. Rapid frostbreaking harms workers at Winterhome. Stuart, a frostbreaking team neared the chasms of Winterhome. It was as they neared it. It was as if we approached the maw of hell itself. The ground splintered and noxious fumes pushed through the cracks to strangle those even in the open air. Scores of our people suffered today, brought right to the edge of death. That's what we like to hear. Nobody died, but they won't survive a second attempt. I feel like we got really lucky with that because we did 2 frostbreaking at the same time. Rapid frostbreaking can lead to injuries and death. Tensions between stalwarts and pilgrims are rising. Develop automated frostbreaking. An automated work factory. We don't need to do any more frostbreaking, so we'll just say no. I don't even want to say sacrifices will be necessary, because it's not true. Nothing more will be necessary. Neither will be necessary. But we'll click this one. I don't want to make no promise. I believe that is actually one of those radical laws or whatever. So that's a big consequence of doing that. So I'm just going to say nope. But I feel like people would be going to be like, oh, they're just going to throw our lives away. That's not the case. We're not going to throw any lives away. Right, so the districts are open. We managed to get away with it. 6 and here. Have the workforce for both. Although we've turned that one off right now. So yeah, if we could have them all on the go at the same time, that'd be excellent. Alright, cool. I've played my hand. We're gonna wait for more people to move over here, and we'll probably have to give them more materials and things like that. What are we currently researching? We're getting prisons. The isolation prison. Yeah. Alright. Let's hop back. We were also building skyways and things. I love seeing those airships go off, which is pretty cool. Speaking of skyways, 3,500 more people live among us, so that's a bit of a problem, right? We keep growing, and there's not much I can do about it. But we'll just keep expanding. We'd started expanding out this direction. Just want to check. They haven't expanded yet, so let's do that. Have they? They could also expand. Maybe in a different direction, though. Okay, let's grab these guys. Go 1, 2, 3. These guys cannot expand. Nor can they. Nor can they. Okay, that's good. Housing districts. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah. Oh no, yeah, that's okay. We give them the heat bonus, but not ourselves. That's fine. Do we need to tuck ourselves all the way in like that? Yeah, maybe. Maybe not. Let's go there, and we might be able to build a separate district and keep pushing out. Alright, so just do more frost breaking in the line. I'll have to do another one here, actually. Might as well just do it now. See if we can slam in a heater every now and then. There's also room out this way. We can expand this district. Now, speaking of heaters, it looks like there could be a good spot right there, maybe. We can do 2 districts at least, and then 1 when we build another one. So just pop that in right now. God, the music. It's so dramatic. Housing. I've never clicked hexagons so thoughtfully and so passionately. Alright, we're good to go. Yeah, so what I was thinking of doing, we've already de-radicalized them, so I'm comfortable to do it now, is lower the amount, get rid of these buildings. The survivalist headquarters exploration time is decreased. We don't have any more exploration to do, not that I could see. Although it would be annoying if it came up. But the reason is, I was looking through the tech tree, and there's a great tech to get that would actually increase the skyways, which I think is our bottleneck, really. So we're going to... Is that the right one? Yeah. So we're going to demolish those 2. We've only got 3 logistics districts. We can't build any more. They've got no free available housing slots. And they can't expand. Yeah, so I feel like throwing in... We don't need more teams. We're fine for teams. So I feel like adding a few more of those buildings in, if we get research to increase skyway capacity, would be vital. Because we're starting to suffer for what we have here. Especially with all these extra people that have just moved in now. Do we have any more... Sorry for a bit laggy there. A little bit more housing to go. Now, we've also got, if I'm not mistaken, the housing block building. We could pop that in. 20 heat. That's fine. Don't worry about the heat. 25 shelter. 17 weeks. Can we see how long? That's going to take 6 more weeks when we activate it, which we can do now. So activate that. So we're looking at 6 weeks for the ones that are almost depleted, and then we'll have to see how long it's going to take when these guys get up and running. Hopefully less than 6. What about this one? This one's 9. Okay. I think we might be really close, but we might just be able to do this. So let's send over, excuse me, what these guys need. Oh yeah, look, see, we're over the capacity. That's what I was saying. Well, what we could do is reduce... We could send a bulk of food over. Let them just consume that. We won't send them any food anymore. So you guys just blitz through that food for now. 10,000 food. That should last you quite a while. Unfortunately, I can't actually quite see it because it goes off screen, but that should be okay. And then we'll give you the materials instead. And even the goods, maybe? So just keep that even. Okay, let's see how that goes. So that's still a bit too much. Bring this back to 600. There we go. But I think we'll be able to handle that soon enough. So your food stockpile is okay, but you're losing... So it'll last you 11 weeks. Good. That's the kind of number we want to see. Alright. The 2 other districts are up and running. We're burning coal much faster now. It's only going to last 3 weeks. The captain's mine is being depleted. What the hell is that? Oh, it's on the Frostland. And I'm not a captain. Excuse me. I'm a steward. The captain's coal mine. We'll just take an assessment here. How are we looking? I think it's just a captain's mine, didn't it? Maybe it was materials? I don't know. Well, we're low on materials. Let's try sort that out. Although I can't really send any more over, right? We really do need to get that technology done. Yeah. But we could send a bulk. We've got loads, so just send them the bulk instead. Let them burn through it. That's super handy being able to do that, gotta say. And then here we're just building housing. Oh my god, the Frostlanders are super happy. I thought they were going to be really annoyed that we deleted the buildings out of the logistics districts. That's why I was holding off on doing that for so long. We've got a long save. I'm using a different recording method, so now hopefully the recording keeps going while the saving is happening. And that is a massive save. Steward. Mobilize the enforcers. We don't need to click that. It's only going to grow these guys. I don't need to grow them. Don't want to grow them. They're fine the way they are. Favors. Raise funds. No, we don't need the money either. Tempted to get more money out of these guys. 1,300. It's so much. Can't de-radicalize again for another 40 weeks. So we could actually condemn these guys and then make their fervor go up and then de-radicalize immediately if we wanted to just lower their numbers, I guess. But let's not get crazy. We don't know what's going to happen. We had those people tracking stalwarts, planning attacks or something, so maybe we'll see more of that. I don't know. The isolation prison is ready to go. Do we build one? Might not be a bad idea to have one ready. That's the hyperdrive thing that we need. Housing. Isolation prison. There's no negatives. It just lowers crime. We don't have any, right? This is diminishing. Yet to absent. So it really is no reason. 400, 200. We'll build one. Why not? Just to see the damn thing. Go in there. Down in the cracks. It's hard to see down there, but it's in a little ravine. Slam it in. Anyways, let's get another tech going. So I want that... freight docks, right? That's what we need. For some reason in my head I thought I didn't have the tech already, but we got it in the last episode, didn't we? Let's see. Logistics. Automated freight dock. There we go. 500 skyway capacity. So one in that district. Promoting progress. And another in that one. Why didn't I build it last episode then? Don't know. Must have been silly. Well, they're very, very, very happy that we've promoted progress. And speaking of, adaptation, really, really high. Progress, not that high. You would have thought it'd be the other way around. Equality, quite low. Merit, quite high. Tradition and reason, nice and even. Okay, oh yeah, so we do need to pick something. I don't know what to pick then. That was kind of my plan. I was like, oh yeah, we'll get the Skyway thing. But we've already done that. The hubs. Communication hub. Fighting hub. We had to look at this too, didn't we? So it's like lowering tension. Increasing trust. I feel like I've got really good trust. I don't have any tension. I mean, it's good to be prepared, but it seems wasteful to get something that's just not necessary at all. But at this point, I really don't know what else we'd need. Maybe increase the oil? Just have that ready to go. 220 oil with the New Londoners and Stalwarts. Sure. An advanced fracturing pump jack. A lot of materials required, but that's okay. Alright, so that time plate. Let's let it continue. See how we get on. Let's hop back over. Their economy's okay. It's okay to be negative as long as we have stockpiles. And we managed to get the housing done with that extra housing block, so that's good. And we're currently at 493 population. No one's sick. 13 weeks to go. So these are done. How long is it? So 9 weeks. We're gonna nail it. We're gonna effing nail it. Could even expand them, but we don't need to do that. Or do the emergency shifts. It's kind of tempting. But I think if you leave emergency shifts on, people can have like heart attacks and stuff. So maybe not ideal. God, they're so cool. I want a game where you're like in one of those. Shout out to the Order 1886. If you know, you know. 1,000 food. What is going on out there on the Frostland? Speaking of, I was going to say let's activate more of the Frostland, but there's literally no capacity. I suppose that means we should improve. Alright, so I was just looking around. I was looking at different hubs, because obviously we need to increase our stockpiles. We just keep hitting limits. It's great. But I forgot we have the rail hub. So we should build one of these. Proximity, efficiency, and neighboring extraction, industrial, or food districts is increased. Now, I don't know by how much. And I was having a look just here. It could fit in right about there. It would only boost one of the districts, but it is the district that would give us that has the melting drill. So it's the district that will last. So let's do it. And then there's another location that I just sourced, which is around here. And that could hit 2 different districts. So that might be neat. So we'll pop that in there. Now, I think also, I'm going to build another, oh, it's hard to see, another industrial district for future factories that we can put in there. But I'll probably deactivate it as soon as it's built. Finally, we said that we actually wanted material stockpiles, so a material stockpile hub, if we put it somewhere over here, it'll benefit the extraction district. Fuel is full. We could try to increase it yet again, maybe doing it on the other side. Lowering workforce. And a maintenance hub. Materials demand in neighboring districts is decreased. So, we're hubbed out of our minds. A lot of building going on. And then, do we have any money left? We got a little bit. Maybe even more housing. Because we're going to need it. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. How about that? Actually, let me just check really quickly. Speaking of hubs, is there room for yet another heating hub? There is. Let's do the heating hub there instead, and let's do a housing district wrapping around that.
The Pilgrims will be hosting ice baths and cold breathing sessions tonight at 11 p.m.
That's awesome. The Pilgrims will be holding ice bath sessions. We just got messages that the city's for the first time warm ever, and it's like they're just like so hardcore. I can respect it. I respect that. You know, that's funny. But the way the guy delivered the line is like, it's like he has to say it's like the Pilgrims are doing ice baths. Not even wants to do that. It's like nobody shows up. The line was just delivered so dryly. 20% population growth. Always trying to keep ahead. How are we doing for those cores? 9 weeks to go. 2 districts are done. Let's demolish. Get some of those materials back. And I'll tell you what, we can start ferrying the people back as well. Looks like they ran out of coal here. We can give them another little injection. Another 5k. With the districts going down, it'll burn slower, so sure, just take 5 for now. That's going to be 3 weeks. I don't mind microwing it a little bit. They have a little bit of disease. But it's okay. It's not too bad. This one's just run out too. Yeah, I can't believe this has just worked out. So, 4 weeks to go. We'll be out of here. No more sabotages, so there's no reason to think that any of this will go wrong. Maybe we could do more skyways. Is there anything else we need? What do you got going on here? Oh yeah, that's for later. Salvage the remains. 150 free prefabs. Absolutely. Read that one already. Textile factory. No, we'll leave that till later. Oh yeah, I forgot about this one. So the site is guarded by Dark Silhouette, the Nomads. So this is the guys that were originally in our Dreadnought area when in the prologue. And we can connect trails back to the oil. We don't need that. But I forgot about this one totally. So we have this option, I assume. So I'll read it just really quickly. So clanking and grinding sounds echo over the ice. In the distance, we can see the entrances to the ice cave. Some nights, we also hear violent shouting. But nothing is more terrifying than those that pass in eerie silence. The Nomads guards signal that we should not approach. We can only listen and wonder, but we can convince them to let us pass because we can remind them of our dealings in the past, the fact that we gave them all the oil, you know, we made good, So that should allow us, or we can enter by force anyway, but we're not going to do that. We're nice guys. The nomads invited our scouts into their homes. They didn't say much, but from what the scouts saw, the caves are a place for different bands to trade food and supplies. The efficiency with which the nomads used oil for lighting and heating was particularly impressive. As a gift, their elders offered sketches of their oil heaters, some of their simplest devices, yet more advanced than anything in our own homes. Bring the sketches to New London. Cold is slightly decreased. Wow, so does that inadvertently lower heat? That seems... First of all, I don't know how long I've just let this sit here. I could have just clicked these buttons and probably saved a lot of fuel. But good to find it now. Could have left it a lot longer. But yeah, sure. Not sure how much cold gets decreased. Yeah, I don't really know. I mean, I guess it just means that if you're without housing or something and cold would be building up, that's a positive against it, right? So, nice, I guess. But it doesn't actually mean we're burning fuel less. Fair enough. I don't think, anyway. How we doing with the destruction of these things? 3 gone, another one going here. And just a mere 2 weeks remain before we get the F out of here. Let's start ferrying people out. That's 2,000 workers we can get out of here. Bring them home. In case something explodes. Wrong thing. 2,000 workforce. So we can't go that high for the population. So 1,500. Let's get them out of here. Nice. Alright, as soon as we get that final core, we'll start building the generator thing. You need 200 heat stamps for it, I think. We got plenty of prefabs, so there's no concern there. And is that district done, by the way? It actually is. So this is actually generating prefabs for us. I kind of want it to be this, but I also thought we'll just turn it off for now. It's more of a last resort, because obviously you don't need it. Speaking of things you don't need, I mean food. Nearly 380,000 food. Oh my god. It's filled in 6 days. Can we get another food thing? What the hell just happened? I clicked the wrong button. Oh, I must have clicked the tech button behind it by accident. Alright, a food stockpile hub. We could go there. It's not good enough here. It'll help with one district. Sure. Now, how much time do we have? That's it. We're done. So that's what's a bit perplexing. I was expecting an event to pop off because we are done. There are no more cores. Definitely not. So, what do we do now? I could maybe destroy everything and try to get the stuff back and then pull out or something. I don't know. Let's just destroy these anyway, and maybe when that's done, what else could we get rid of? Some housing. And then we'll just bail. We'll just leave whatever's there. I'm okay with that. Is there, no, good. It's just a hospital. I was going to say, is there the, surveillance towers in there? Because they did say if I destroy the towers, things could go wrong. Right, yeah, we'll just wait for these 3 to be done. And in the meantime, we could start building our generator upgrade. Do we need to do anything before that? I think we're ready to go. Oh yeah. I did say that the Skyways, we were going to use it to bring back stuff, but now we don't even need that. Kind of, put those buildings in, we don't really even need them. Okay, I'm just a bit surprised that nothing's happened, you know? I'm like, this seems fine. Skyways, let's do some Skyways that go out to this materials out here. Oh, yes, it connects. It didn't look like it would. And that one too. There we go. So we can activate them more easily in the future. Disassemble the structure, 100 prefabs. Give me those as well, I guess. There's nothing left to do. Prefabs here. Salvage the remains. Oh yeah, we still could improve relations with the stalwarts. They're so happy right now, I reckon we could just do this. Maybe, and just take the prefabs now. Or maybe we should save it until we really... Nah, sure. Let's just take it. Let's start emptying out this place. What do you guys need? 30 Frostland teams for the mysterious towers. Damn, we could have been doing that. I'll have to remember to do that as soon as these guys are done then. Alright, things are built. We've got over 1,000 food, up to 430,000 possible storage. Temperature's about to drop. I'm gonna get these guys to come home. It's almost empty. The advanced pump jacks are ready, should we wish to use them. The foundries and goods factories, that's what we want to do. They all do 60. Let's go with the Frostlanders again, actually, because it's less heat. And less materials. More people, but we've got lots of people. Alright. These are the last little things to be destroyed. That's it. Let's just get out of here then. Well, I'd say get out of here. I mean, I don't know what that even really entails. Let's just try to move. I thought it would have done this automatically. It said it would in the... Well, it kind of said it would in the message. That as soon as the cores are gone, then we can... It said you won't be able to leave until the cores are gone, but okay. Anyways, let's build. I think we're ready. Extraction, don't need any of that. Oh my god, it's 650. I thought it was 200. It's 200 workforce. Well, we have it now. Let's throw it in there. So to read that just very quickly while it's building, that is the generator hyperdrive regulator. Oil yields much more heat in the generator. Overdrive. Oh, you read that before. That's really kind of confusing. Central engine calculating processes on oil on the fly to optimize oil usage. Great. And we're currently using the surplus injectors. We can turn that off, maybe stockpile some more oil for a little while. We're gonna need more housing districts for those guys coming back. Lethal toxicity imminent. Oh yeah. Our predictions show the next wave of toxic gas will be the deadliest. By our estimations, it wipe out every worker and prevent any future construction in Winterhome forever. We have little time before it hits. Yeah, let's get the hell out of there, man. 56 weeks before that. We're at catastrophic. Get out of here, guys. I don't know why anyone's staying here.
Toxic gas
Oh my.
have risen.
Yeah.
Take precautions.
I see it. Oh my god, people are out in front of the generator and stuff. Guys, you need to get the F out of there. I'm guessing when this is done, they're out, right? That's the last thing to do. Oh my god, that freaked me out because it says gather enough cores, 34 out of 40, but that's what we have remaining after spending our 40, so that's okay. That was kind of scary. Let's also now just try to go to this thing. So, outfit an expedition. Send an explorative expedition to the mysterious towers. Our scouts have noted that some tunnels by Tesla City head in this direction. Interesting. 30 teams. Off you go. Housing, I guess. Constant housing expansions. This is unsustainable, this kind of level of housing, I think. A future just within reach. Well done, Stuart. We're nearly there. You've shown it's possible to defeat the frost, that this new ice age is simply an obstacle on our way to warmth. Back to warmth. This future is just within our reach, but our path to this point has divided our people. Trouble brews in New London. Chart your course with care. Not in my city. Everyone's super happy. Well, super happy might be a bit extreme, but happy enough. Oh, what do we got? A radical, Casey Laurent, 37. Assuaging last-minute doubts. Get yourself together. We must do it. We must. If a crop is diseased, you burn the plants. If a scout has frostbite, you cut off the limb. And if a faction no longer serves the people, feeds them to Winterhome for delusional cause, rips their future from their hands, what do? Exactly. We get rid of people who destroyed our future. Radicals from Pilgrims are determined to avenge the loss of their dream of expansion that they lost in Winterhome. Well, too fucking bad. What does this mean? What's gonna happen now? It's saving, by the way. But I got rid of their fervor. I did everything right, damn it. 55,000 people. What's going on? We got a stalwart here checking over his papers. Oh my god, knives in the Senate? I don't believe it. Damn. Nobody's doing anything. He should be getting swarmed. Oh. Chapter 5. A Dream of Utopia. Assassination in the council. Stuart, one of the pilgrims has stabbed a speaker of the stalwarts to death. I'll just add a little line there. In front of the entire chamber. Maybe not everyone was in there, but goddamn. Anyway, at that exact moment, bands of pilgrims stormed several districts in the city. New London is on the brink of chaos. The stalwarts are furious and terrified. These terrorists have no place in New London. They must either leave or cease to be pilgrims. They get ready to fight back. Banishing the pilgrims would punish this crime and unify New London under the ideals of stalwarts. You could try to stop the madness and seek reconciliation. You would, however, have to endure concessions from both sides. This is not the only way, though. Many in the city could rally behind you. You could retake the captain's lost authority, separate the bickering factions, and enforce order. Civil war is upon us. This feels not right, you know? It feels forced in, man. I got you guys to be happy, and now the stalwarts fervor is going up. The pilgrims must find a new home, convince them to abandon their identity, and find a new home for those who refuse. Find a new home. Where would that be? Like the Dreadnought or something, maybe? Seek reconciliation. Compromise, however difficult to achieve, is worth it if it saves lives. Decrease both factions' fervor and reach positive relations. Well, only one of them has fervor. Unless they're both getting a bump, which could be the case. Both bickering factions must be brought to heel. Pass all rule provisions in the council, unifying the city as the new captain. I mean, that sounds cool and everything, but I kind of think just get rid of him, man. I mean, look at this really practically. I'm going to be, convincing myself here with this argument, but here's what's happened. We made a choice that's unpopular with a certain group of people. 10% of the city. 11% now. Okay. Right? We blew up Winterhome, so they can't live there. Boo-hoo. Okay. Fair enough. It might be a really bad decision. You might think it's awful, but why turn to anarchy and bring everything down? It's like, okay, look, we're unfortunately, whether or not you like it, we're locked into our plan now. The plan you don't agree with. But you shouldn't just go ruining that plan because you're not happy that you couldn't do your way. I mean, that seems insane. They're torching buildings, desecrating, tearing down things, sabotaging our plans in Winterhome, and now here they are, knives in the Senate, stabbing people, and apparently civil war? For what? What do they want to do different? If they took over now, what would they do? What would they do? They can't take Winterhome back. It's over. So I'd say get the hell out of here. Now, I'm sorry taking so long with this, but I'm fully immersed. So I'm kind of thinking like, well, I don't want to throw out all the bad, like not everybody's a bad apple, right? You don't want to say all the pilgrims have to go. But if the party that you're affiliated with has basically become terrorists, and maybe it's only in our eyes that we feel that way, maybe they don't feel that way. I don't know, man. I think we got to get rid of them. I'm going with that. Because lowering both fervor, I don't know. And passing all the rules. I don't need to become the authoritarian leader of this city. Let's just get rid of the problem. Let's go with that. A point of no return. You've chosen to banish the violence-inciting faction from the city. Yeah, indeed. To succeed, you will need to relocate all its members to a new colony. If you invest in its construction, they will leave amicably. The other good thing is, we've got way too many people. So I can afford it, you know? The choice is binding. If you confirm, you must succeed. Okay. I can do it. If I didn't have tons of people and resources, I might not do this, but because we do, it's like, yeah, you go found your own city. Maybe we'll have a war in 20 years, but at least maybe we can all chill. Going with it. The path of banishment. The pilgrims are to be banished from New London. For this not to be a death sentence by other means, they need a new home. An aborted generator site at Windward Moor. Oh, we had a look at that actually just recently. Oh, look at that, by the way. They're full fervor. That's such bull. But I guess this is what they were planning. I wonder if we intercepted that guy who was like noting all the patrols. Would things be different? Anyway, with some effort, we could make it habitable, and the pilgrims may emigrate voluntarily. Otherwise, we'll need to force them out. All right, hang on. So we got a little protest going on, yeah? We'll massacre these barbarians. Murderers, says the stalwarts. Now look, can we de-radicalize? Not for 24 weeks, oh yeah. Damn. Damn. Mobilize enforcers. 5. It's better than nothing. What the hell just happened to my screen? More stalwarts are joining. That's okay at this point. The city's not looking so good. And that's pretty bad. Also, the music has just gone off. Trying to get the music to kick back in because it's actually really cool. Whoa. So you just hover over that and you hear people scream at you. What do we got? Boiling tensions. Steward, tensions have risen to a fever pitch and threaten to tear the city apart. There's the music. Angry mobs swarm the streets and the city descends into a violent free-for-all. The people have lost faith that your rule can solve many problems that plague us. The city spirals into chaos. If we do not calm tension soon and restore order, this will be the end. You must reduce tension to severe. What is it now? Oh, that's ridiculous. Oh my god. Okay. Alright. Well, can we repair these? Not while they're fighting, no. Quell the fighting. Deploy guards to quell the fighting. Or deploy guards to shield the people. Let's shield the people. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 100. It's 20 per thing. We could do it to all of them. And so we will. Protect. Steward, the guards are awaiting orders on what their priorities should be while protecting the district. They could form a cordon around vital infrastructure, halting its destruction, or they could instead focus on keeping civilians out of harm's way. We've got loads of prefabs. Save the lives. Stop destruction. Relations slightly improve with all communities. Fighting in this district will not increase wear or save lives. Protect the people. Fighting this district will not result in fatalities. Yes. Oh, but it takes 30, you bastards. I'm doing this one, though. We're going with the people. Guards deployed to protect an expanded industrial... That district is off. That was probably a stupid move. Quell the fighting. Protect the district. Protect the people. Alright, we'll just do this on each one. But we'll need to get another guard tower or something soon. So I've deployed the guards. I'm telling them to protect the people at all costs. And that's it, though. We don't have any more now.
Are you listening?
I'm trying to listen. If the council isn't safe, nowhere is. What can we do, though, in the meantime? Oh, yeah, we need to look at... Right, let me figure this out, because we have to lower tension. We have optional end the battles in districts. Districts affected 5. We haven't ended any of them. The music's awesome. I'm not letting time play, I don't care. Finish a new home, round up all pilgrims. 0 people have been killed. Detained. Oh yeah. Oh, we're actually really low on money. You know what? Give me your money. Yeah, that was totally fine. We got 1,400 and they're still ecstatic. Because we need prisons, and we need hospitals, and we need guard towers. So another isolation prison, just anywhere. And then another, hopefully that'll be enough. We already have one, right? Because we might have to try to detain them. That's the other option, isn't it? Surveillance watchtower or the other type of that one. This one gives us more people, but it is a pilgrim tower. I don't know if that's a problem. I'm gonna go with it anyway. Pop it up on the hill. And we'll do another one just somewhere in one of the new districts. Hope for the best. Now, so we've committed to 3, and then the other 2 we haven't told them to do anything, so we're going to try to... No, we can't. You need the guard squads even to do that. Well, we've played our hand then. Steward, the stalwarts applaud your decision to rid the city of the murderous pilgrims, but they implore you They implore you to rid it of their ideology. Why slay the beast when its poison, misguided ideas like dutiful youth, stays with us, said a stalwart spokesman. Moving away from such beliefs will surely convince the pilgrims to abandon their faction. They also suggest the more direct actions to lower the pilgrims' numbers, spreading word of their misdoings or promoting the ideals of the stalwarts. Relations significantly improve with stalwarts and faction fervor is decrease. Sure. Encourage pilgrims views stalwarts in better light. We should encourage pilgrims view the stalwarts in a better light. Yeah, sure. That sounds great. I'm not condemning the pilgrims. It's only going to make them more angry. This seems good. So they're up to 22%. That's a little high. It's a little high, but it's okay. City bleeds. Right, the other thing then is, where is this colony? It's here, right? Nope, that's Winterhome. I'm Basili Billy. Here we are. Windward Moor. They're willing to... So, the relatively abundant resources nearby could support a decent-sized population provided they're willing to live so far from New London. Yes, connect a path. We've got the money. Let's do it. Is this it? I think that's it. Look at that. Easy. 1 week. You'll be connected in no time. And then I'll ship you all out of here. Oh, come on. Damn. We lost some people. 190 bystanders killed. And 442 injured. Damn. That might be the first death. I don't know. It's the first death in a really, really, really long time. I was really hoping to get through it without any more. I don't specifically remember having people died before. I was trying to think if there was anything I could do to get more guard squads immediately, but I don't think so. What's going on with this? It's just flashing to let me know if there's a problem. Everything okay here? Not quite. Maybe we'll send them back their, they need coal. Alright. I can't do anything until our buildings are built. Can't de-radicalize. That sucks, man. We brought them down to 0 and then we're on a cooldown, you know? I could have brought them down a little bit. Something. Casualties in fighting. 383 stalwarts died in a recent battle. They were overwhelmed as their opponents stormed with fervor and fury in their eyes. This will eventually lead to one side slaughtering the opposing faction. Ugh. The riots, man. Oh, I can actually see them kicking people. Oh my god, right. I just didn't expect it. After we saw protests before not really doing that much, I just didn't expect to see people actually fighting. This one seems to be really going crazy, but just from up here. Yeah, it changes when you look down on the ground though, doesn't it? That's chaos out there. What about the central district? Yeah, it's a bit more chaotic over there. Alright, how are we doing for our different buildings? We got 51 guard squads now. Let's again, I'm trying to protect the people, man. I was trying to prevent anyone dying. 30 guard squads. We'll do it on this district then later as well. Someone died, didn't they die out in a completely different district? Is that it? We'll need one more watchtower then. I was hoping to detain one of the groups, but I don't think I played it right. Because it still requires... Protect the district. No. Because our economy's totally fine. It's just the people, man. Alright, put in that final one. Now we've connected up to that town. And there's everything they need here. Send the colonists. A new home. We've dispatched construction crews to start setting up Windward Moor 2061. 2061 non-belligerent pilgrims have left to join them. If we prove that Windward Moor can be self-sustainable, more will emigrate voluntarily. We can, however, transfer control of the colony at any moment. If there are still any pilgrims left in the city, we can deport them by force. We can transfer control at any moment. Can I build in here now? Actually can't. Oh, maybe we have to wait for the people to get here. Tension bubble, man. Is there any other way I can lower tension? Just shutting down these fighting districts, I guess. So we just have to wait for that one guard tower. Now... what was that? Oh, the research is done. I'm a bit confused at how this is really going to end. Ensure it can meet its own needs for shelter, food, and heat, and then people just leave and the tension might lower then, I guess? Continue de-radicalizing. Oh, it's gone down by 1. Oh, nice. Cool.
Are you listening?
Are you listening? I'm listening. Militia law must be enforced for them to take guard positions. What do we got? I suppose we could do the hubs that lower tension. That one increases trust. The fighting hub lowers tension, doesn't it? We looked at that earlier. Could try that. Might help a little bit. There's no different methods for those ones. You know, they're all the same. Alright, let's speed up time a little bit. Another group have been killed. 255 fighters killed. So it said 155 bystanders killed. Damn. Damn, it's like nearly 1,000 people have died now. People that had nothing to do with it. Look at them, they're throwing torches down into the center.
For the safety of all, shopkeepers must now report unusual...
I thought maybe we'd see the dead body in here still. Steward's militia. No. Maybe I should have, you know. But no. Alright, we have the guard squads. Let's activate them here. So that's everywhere is protected now? It doesn't end the fighting though. District where? Quell the fighting. Their relations are actually quite high right now.
We are calling you, Stuart.
I know, I know. Keep losing track of that place. There it is. They're almost there. So I assume when they get there, we'll start... It's a great thing, actually, we got those skyways in the end, actually, because it's really needed. $3,500 builders will settle here. It's actually going to take a little longer then to get here. Traveler Briggs, checking the structural integrity. Well, it's better than being stuck in that other shithole. Moving here wasn't our idea. We certainly didn't ask for it. We're in the middle of nowhere. It's freezing. None of the doors seem to fully close, but we're free here. The rest will come. The first groups of banished colonists arrive at their new home. Just don't turn on me while you're out there. That's my other fear. They'll launch some sort of attack.
To the pilgrim for Windward Moor. We can build a house, but you must make it your home.
Love it. Okay. Their fervor has climbed yet again. Why? Okay, it's just different in the different places? That's interesting. Alright. Well, can we promote them here? Can we do anything?
Stuart.
No. Alright, what do you need? Everything. Well, let's get your generator on. Alright, let's heat you up. What the hell was that? Oh, that's giving control over. Oh, we have to set them up first, right? Surely. Take what you need. It's all good. You're gonna use coal. That's fine. Got plenty of it. Okay, that should even out, right? Do I have to turn this on myself? Yes. Alright, cool. Let's get some districts going, man. Exposed to the wind. Oh. Well, I can't do anything about that. I remember seeing in the screenshots for this game you can build windbreakers. Don't know if we have that technology yet, but... First housing district. Build another one around here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Get another one going. Touching both. 1, 2, 3. There we go. That's how you do it, I think. Can I hit accept, please? Oh, we have to do more. And then we need to get them their own source of food and stuff. Isn't their whole thing, though, that they should be able to figure this out themselves? There you go, infinite food. Frost break to the coal. Get set up with your own coal. Yeah, you're gonna love that. Get your own materials going. They're gonna love that. Anything else anywhere else? Nope. It ain't much, but it'll get the ball rolling. I suppose an industrial district might be handy, but we'll probably put that in between things. A heating hub might be handy. Maybe just start expanding this as well. Okay, man, that's a lot, but there you go. 3,200 workforce here. Man, I'm so lucky that we have all these resources. Although I suppose I wouldn't be doing things this way if I didn't. A fighting hub. Alright, we're gonna go back home to this hellscape and try to put in some fighting hubs to let them ease their... Look, if you want to fight, do it in the approved manner. There it is. Tension is reduced in 2 places. Can we do another one? Again, don't know if it's going to make any difference, but I'm just trying to get that bubble down a bit. Because we're at catastrophic right now. That might hit on 3, actually, over here. Would that be good? Hits on 2. But potentially 3 in the future. So let's just do that for now. And what are these costing me? Heat and materials. So we can afford it for a little while. Oh my god. Stuart, the Pilgrims stormed a new district full of stalwarts as neighborhoods. They set buildings on fire to force them out before ruthlessly beating them. The stalwarts had to retreat, leaving many of their own behind. Now the stalwarts are begging you to help them free the captives. They're not fighters. Some of them are children and elderly. This was pleaded by a man whose family is held captive. Send guards to free the captives or ransom the captives. Heat stamps and fervor is increased. Oh, what can I do, right? Trust falls slightly. Relations worsen with the Pilgrims, but no fervor. Might have to do that. That sucks. I would really like to send the guards, but we don't have any more. Okay, in that case, I didn't think I'd need more, but I suppose we should build more. Man, this just went from 0 to 100, like, very quickly, didn't it? Watchtowers, please. That's another 32 guard squads. Hopefully enough to handle anything. The guards are down there, man. They're trying to protect the people. I don't know what else to do. I can't repair the district. And I assume that they chill out when a bit of time goes by. And we fulfill any of these other things. Rid the city of all pilgrims. So 2,000. Can I just ship them over here if I want? I don't know. Stuart, many stalwarts wonder why we're devoting precious resources to establishing a new home for the pilgrims. It's their home. Let them build it themselves, said their spokesperson. The guards can take care of any who turn up their nose. Our guards agree that they could easily round up any pilgrims who refuse to leave if we transfer control to the colony to them in its current state, shall we? No, come on, we can do better than this. We've given them a new home. The rest is their responsibility. You can transfer control at any point, or do it now. Let's just get them set up a bit more. People are dying, I know, but it just seems wrong to kick them out. I feel like more could go wrong that way. Like, they'll put up a really big fight. 43 pilgrims have been killed. Well, good for them, right? Because nearly 1,000 stalwarts have died. Oh, sorry, we've also got these are ready to go now. Extraction district. Food district. Maybe if we set them up with something, it'll send it back to us. That could be the case. So maybe the better start we give them, the better it is for us in the long term. Housing is just about done as well. There we go, 3 housing districts. And let's get them a heating hub because they need it. That's a decent help. One, two, three, four, five, six. Another housing district. We can expand this one. Oh, they have it rough out here because they're exposed to the wind. Alright, give them a little bit of time on that one. I need to wrap this up, but I don't want to end on a big cliffhanger. Alright, more guard squads can be deployed. 69. People are just dying though, man. Oh, I don't know what to do.
Stewart!
I don't need the money.
Stewart!
Fervor is increased. I can't promote them, obviously. We just need to de-radicalize, but I can't do it for 8 weeks. Then they'll be down to 1. Set up Windward Moor as a new home for the pilgrims. Ensure it can meet its own needs for shelter, food, and heat. 1 out of 3. Yeah. Yeah, we can do it. We're almost there. We're almost there. Although it has to meet its own demands. I guess we're supplementing it, aren't we? Oh, yeah. I guess that's the tricky thing. Heating hub is almost in place, though. That'll help also. Now, let's send them... You must have to send them stuff, though. There's no way they could sustain themselves like this. Could they? Damn, so close. So that'd be more coal for them. And this would be more materials. And that's it. That's all the resources. So even if we build them all, I mean, that's the best I can do. And expand your current districts, right? So that it's the best you're going to get out of them. They need more coal. Let's just give them a bulk for a minute. There's 10,000. Chew through that. So they're gaining food. So can we maybe see about not sending them stuff anymore? So they're at -2. And for goods, they don't need goods though. From us anyway. And we'll turn off the sending them coal. Just to see the true numbers. So we're not sending them anything. This is just you trying to do things self-sufficiently, right? Meet its own needs for shelter, food, and heat. I don't know how you can possibly meet the heat demand. A blasting coal mine, maybe? 60 materials? We'd have to do that, wouldn't we? Shelter, food, and heat. Shelter we're missing. Food and heat actually might be ready then, because the other it says 2 out of 3, even though it feels like they're negative. Bio-waste hothouse has been destroyed in fighting. Oh my god. Well, the economy is totally fine. I'm not worried about that. It's just seeing people dying has me upset. A trust crisis. The steward must not fall. Oh my god. Since you lost your people's trust before, this time there will be no recourse to a vote of confidence. Failing this will... Okay, there's our timer. 49 weeks. Yeah, we can get him out of here in 49 weeks. Shelter will be done. That's it. Conditions good in Windward Moor for now. Steward, you have proven Windward Moor can provide for the needs of the moderate-sized community. Seeing this, roughly half of the pilgrims have already departed to make their way home there. Yet those remaining balk. They fear Windward Moor lacks the ability to fend off the cold long term. They won't voluntarily leave if you don't assuage their fears. Provide the wind shields. Yep. We'll shelter them from the cold. 30,000 materials, I'll give it to them. Use the construct wind shields city ability in Windward Moor. Send them 30,000 stockpile. Please tell me you can hold that much. Oh my god, of course you can't. You need a material stockpile then. And that'll be the last thing for sure. Alright, we're gonna keep going until that's done. Godspeed. At least I can say I did it the right way, even if they're the ones that are after. See, I'm making them the bad guy. I've done nothing wrong here. I didn't go with their choice, sure. And a lot of their choices, I guess. But, I don't know, man. It seems like their response has been more brutal. More bystanders, man, being killed. Just people that had no part in it, you know? Is that done? That was done really quickly, actually. 60,000 capacity. Alright, transfer it over. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So now we construct the shields. A livable new home. You've met the critical needs in Windward Moor for the pilgrims. Any faction members who remain have departed for their new home. Good. Militants vanquished. Is it over? Tension's gone, the community's gone. I need to restore trust. Let's fix all these. Do we have the money? Yeah, just about. Is that it? This district has run out of stuff. That's okay. Is trust gonna just come back up, or they don't have a rating anymore? Neither do these guys. It's just the stalwarts.
Put down your arms. A new future awaits you in your colony.
Finish leaving Windward Moor to the pilgrims. Do I have to hand it over to them then? Sorry, I never looked out here for a while and this was flashing. They seem okay. Hey, there we go. They have their windbreakers in. They look really cool. I assume that's it. I just transfer control now. Finish, optional finish a new home. Finish leaving Windward Moor to the pilgrims. Once we transfer control, we sever all ties. After transferring control, no more construction or any interaction will be possible. Unity achieved. The enemy in our midst has been eradicated. We now stand as one, without violent troublemakers to tear at our hard-won unity. The end of us. Path of banishment. Blankets, roofs, hearth, and home. We gave them everything they could need and more. We went beyond the bare minimum. We gave them every ingredient for a home, when all they needed was a house. We ignore the whispers of cleansing and banishment, Steward. We did right by them. You're damn right. We set them up for success. This was a kindness. And if they fumble it here, our conscience is clean. That's totally true. Love it. The city stands. And that's it. GG. I got 3 achievements. Moving out, the temptations of New London, and something else I didn't get to read. The city did not fall. Not even close. That's so funny, because the first Frostpunk series I did was 14 episodes, and this is episode 14. You sided with the stalwarts and exiled the pilgrims. New London cements as a city of order. All rally and salute. And we didn't become a crazy dictator either. Can we have that, please, in the message? Maybe he wanted everyone to get along. I did, to be fair. Supported the stalwarts in their vision of the future. Did I try my very best? I don't know. 867 unskilled outsiders denied entry. 1,200 children educated in mandatory schools. They're better for it, though. Maybe you think the stalwarts will build a better future. Winter homes salvaged, as the stalwarts wanted. Man, this is a bop, this song. Maybe you had to do it or the city would fall. That's debatable. 950 people died in civil war. 6 districts damaged. 949. Damn. We're so close. 5,800 pilgrims left for the colony in peace and order. Conditions in colony acceptable. Their new home survives for years. We never saw anything to do with steam power. I thought we still had lots of time to go. But maybe that's something else. But what happens? They survived for years, but... Hello. Youngling. Lily May, 14, adept seeress, left for the colony with her mother. Ashamed, she yearns for the comfort of daily routine. For as long the frost whispers to forget, she will walk the ice. So for as long as the frost whispers to forget, she'll walk the ice. But that's their thing. That's not my fault. Are we truly free or when apart? That's deep. No. Was there an avenue to keep everyone there and keep everyone together? Yes, I guess. Well, that's going to be it, guys. That's GG. That's our run of Frostpunk 2. I really, really enjoyed it. I will say, I was very cautious, knowing this time going into things. But it was a lot easier than I thought it would be. And this was on hard. A lot easier than I thought. Really enjoyed it. Really, really enjoyed it. I love the world, the setting. The gameplay was starting to really click as we were getting a bit further in. The multiple colonies. But I will say that there feels like there's something missing. Especially here towards the end. I thought we'd have much more political groups than just the 4. And I know there are more in the Unity mode, but I'm talking story mode. I thought we'd have them all in there, or a lot of them. And have to like really play off of like, you know, the Stalwarts own this district, the Frostlanders own this one, the other group. There's like 10 groups in the game or something. And we didn't get to see any of them. They're all in the Utopia mode. And I like the story. It's cool. It's a bit weird that we can just not solve problems. I left quite a lot of stuff out there on the Frostland, like the Barren City and all of that. So that's a bit weird. It does... Yeah, it just feels like there's something... It's like I'm not fully satisfied by that ending, I guess. And we survived a whiteout, but that was it, you know? It's like, really? Not that it should always just be whiteouts, but... It felt like a bigger one should have hit while there's like a civil war, you know? It's just really go mental. Maybe on a harder difficulty that happens. The whole thing with the Stalwarts was like... It's supposed to be... We're living off this one place. And I don't know. It didn't feel like we really advanced technology to the point where that would be okay. We were relying so much on what was coming in from the Frostland even still. Like, what about when the food really runs out? Like, what then? And what was that about steam power? Strange. So I just didn't think it was going to end so soon. It's like, I feel like we had another chapter in us where we've banished them and another whiteout's coming, and now we're almost competing with them for resources, you know, because that's our choice. And the alternative would be, it's like, well, maybe if you did keep everyone together, then you have to like sustain yourself with all the political strife that entails. I don't know. It feels like it's missing a chapter to me. Anyway, I say all that. I really, really, genuinely did enjoy it, though. I'm in love with the world and, like, just the narrative and the tough choices and seeing the tech and all of that. So it's kind of easy to get me. But if I was wearing my gamer critical hat, I'd be like, and designer hat, it's like, there's something missing there, especially towards the end. It's not the thing a lot of people say with the immersion or don't see the people on the ground. That actually I don't really mind, you know. But certainly I think you could have done more with the council. Getting in there, and everyone has a name and a trait, which is weird because it's never used. So it's like, oh, they probably meant for more to be done there and they just didn't get round to it. I think the political aspect could have been fleshed out just a little more. And that feels like there's a missing chapter here towards the end of the game. But that's just me. I still really enjoyed it. That's going to have to be it. So thank you all very, very much for watching. I'll probably consider doing more in the future. Not immediately, but there will be DLC for this game. So maybe when the DLCs come out and stuff, we'll revisit it and dive into that. So yeah, that's going to be it. Thank you guys very much for watching. And I'll see you in my other series and hopefully see you with more Frostpunk in the future. Goodbye.